Next from Springfield, we'll hear from state reps and state senators as they speak in favor of the Second Amendment at the annual Illinois Gun Owner Lobby Day. This runs about 20 minutes.
Good afternoon, IGOLD. Welcome to Springfield. I'm a member of the Illinois House. I represent part of Will County. Somewhere out there is my husband and some other folks from District 37. Hey, honey. I'm not going to talk about specific bills because they're very fluid. Every time we bring one to a halt or bring some constitutional objections to a bill, the Dems are morphing it because they're hysterical know-nothings. And so we are being vigilant. Our Republican caucus is standing firm. We get together, we discuss all the bills that happen to be existing that day, make sure everyone understands all the ramifications of the various approaches that they're making, whether it's the type of gun, the gun sellers, the age of the gun owner, etc. They're coming from all different ways, and we're trying to make sure that everybody in our caucus understands all the different approaches and are prepared to deal with them when they come up on the floor. I had a number of bills to deal with concealed carry and some of the gaps that exist in our concealed carry. Guess what? None of them were allowed to run in judiciary criminal. And the House Republican caucus has protested that. You know, there's a whole lot of bills about restorative justice, but no bills to talk about law-abiding folks who are trying to exercise their constitutional rights via concealed carry. So we're going to keep bringing those bills. We're going to keep protesting their failure to permit us to run those bills. The most important thing I want you to know today is that what you're doing here and what you do every day from your computers at home is essential. Never let down your vigilance. When ISRA or someone tells you you need to file, you need to go somewhere, you need to protest, do that. We need everyone here in Springfield to know that when we are taking these positions, it's because there are so many people behind us demanding that we take those positions. You need to stay strong so we can stay strong and continue to represent you. Never let down. Always continue to represent your rights, and we're going to continue to be strong too. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Representative. Great words. She does a great job for us in Illinois. Senator Anderson. Where did Senator Anderson go? There you are. All right, here you are.
There they are. Oh my gosh, I've never felt safer in my life. Thank you guys for being here. I'm State Senator Neil Anderson. I represent the 36th District. I'm in my first term, about 3.5 years in. I represent the Quad Cities. That's kind of the land area that people know about. I'm sure you guys have heard of Rock River Arms, Springfield Armory, Armalite, Lewis Machine and Tool. Those are my guys. It's really important you guys are here because our Second Amendment is and has been under attack for a long time. I have been a concealed carry holder since I was able to do so. And I urge everybody to tell their friends and family to take the classes, be proficient, and learn to protect yourselves. Because the Second Amendment is here because we have a right to defend ourselves, to defend our property against enemies both foreign and domestic. I'm going to upset a few of you right now, but I'm a Glock guy. I'm just kidding. I don't discriminate. I like all of them. There's things going on in this building right behind me that is criminal. There was a bill. I'm sure you can appreciate this, but ever since I can remember, my friends on the other side of the aisle, the argument has always been, no matter how big or how little the issue, that we're not coming to take your guns. We're just trying to make it harder for the bad people to get guns. And I say, well, I agree with the last part. I'm all for not allowing criminals to get guns and making it harder for them. But when you tell me that nobody's coming for our guns, they just proved it here about 3 weeks ago. We voted on a bill in the Senate that is literal confiscation if you're under the age of 21. That is blatantly unconstitutional. And the reason you guys are here is to make sure the people in that building know it. And I'm going to leave you today with a quote that I think sums up better than anything I've ever heard or even thought about. So I'm going to take it from somebody, and I'm sure you guys have heard this name before. Former Congressman Lieutenant Colonel Allen West. He's a pretty good guy. An armed and informed, law-abiding citizenry is the best defense against a tyrannical government and the criminal element that is created by misplaced activist judges and politicians. We have a government that thinks that our Bill of Rights is a list of things that we are allowed to do. It is a list of the things that they are allowed to do, not the other way around. Thank you very much for being here. God bless each and every one of you.
Senator Anderson has a AR he's raffling off. Of course, that probably gives people in that building indigestion. And I got a ticket, just so you know, so I'm expecting to win at any moment. Representative Phillips, are you here?
Yep, thank you, sir. I represent the 110th District, which is Coles County and Lawrenceville and several other counties in southern Illinois. I'm literally a state representative because of you guys. You guys swung the vote in my favor because I'm all about, you know, the Second Amendment and guns. I got my first gun when I was, we had a grasshopper, and it was a 20-gauge shotgun, single shot. And unlike him, I'm a Smith & Wesson guy because, you know, Glock, you know, no way. But anyway, it always fires. That's the best thing about Smith & Wesson. A couple of things, you know, I appreciate you all being here. You don't understand, and if you don't, how important it is that you stay solid like this and you come up here to Springfield. They come in the crowds on the other side. They walk the halls, and they look at us as they go through looking at our office for the intimidation effect. You could do the same thing, but don't be intimidated. Just let them know you're here for your Second Amendment rights. Not all of them on the left side are against guns. We do have some on the House floor that are pro-Second Amendment, hold their feet to the fire. The second thing I think you should remember is we should have term limits in Illinois. Term the senators, term the state representatives, send them home in 10 years. I've been here 4 years, and I can tell you right now, it becomes a swamp, just like it is at the federal part. And they get too indoctrinated in the system that's here. I'm a construction guy. We always know to measure twice, cut once. When you're looking at these people, measure them twice. What side they're on. Make sure you hold their feet to the fire because they speak with a forked tongue. And be careful. Now, the thing I want to tell you about too is I don't represent Effingham County, but I know what they just did. You know what they just did? I got interviewed, and I came out and said, I love those guys. I'm moving to Effingham. I challenged my group to do the same thing. Even though it may be a cosmetic look, it sends a message up here. Every county, you need to go back to your districts and tell them every county needs to do that we can south of I-80. Send that message. Any county north of I-80 that we can get, you are not going to take our guns. And that forked tongue, the idea that the lawful gun owners it's a lie, and they know it's a lie. But here's what they're doing. They're infecting those young kids. They leave school, they come out and they protest. They don't even know what they're protesting about. They're so misguided, and we have to be ingenuous and tell them, wait a minute, you kill more people on the highway by texting. That's the message. You know, We are the law-abiding citizens. We have to change that young directive. We cannot allow that leftists in our school systems to control. Watch those people. Make sure they're teaching what you want them to teach. And then we'll change those young people. God bless you. Thanks for coming here. And you know I'm with you.
Thank you, Representative Phillips. Jefferson County last night also became a sanctuary county for gun owners. I forgot to tell you that. So we're moving north. Maybe we can just cut it off, around Cook County and kind of give them a shove out in the lake. I hate to do that to the fish, but what can you do? So anyway, Senator Barrickman.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? All right. Hey, it's great to be here on a nice afternoon. Welcome to Springfield. Welcome back to Springfield for so many of you. How many of you are here for the first time with IGOLD? The work that you do, since we passed concealed carry here several years ago now, the work that you do is instrumental to supporting those of us who walk in that building and get a vote. So thank you for every day. Thank you for every IGOLD that you've participated in. This year, obviously an important year. It's crazy. It's crazy. You've got people like former Justice Paul Stevens saying he wants to, what's his answer to the problems of the world? He wants to repeal the Second Amendment. I mean, these are ludicrous suggestions. Next comes what? The First Amendment? The Democrats who are about taking away constitutional rights from law-abiding gun owners want political issues. They don't want solutions. They want political issues. They want to rally people around popular ideas. They don't want to support our Constitution. And they want to use those political issues to drive their political agenda. And that's why we need you all to continue to stand up for what's right, for our Second Amendment, for our ability for law-abiding citizens to be able to own and use firearms. I'm a veteran, and I'm a farm kid. And you know what? Lots of farm kids and lots of veterans are law-abiding citizens who don't deserve their government overreaching into their constitutional rights. So I'm proud to stand up for you. I'm proud to stand up for the people of Central Illinois who I represent. And I'm proud to stand up for each and every one of you who stands with us in our fight to maintain our Second Amendment. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support on a day like today where we know what's being bantered about in there. We need to stand strong, make sure the votes remain where they are. I think the votes remain that they're not going to have the override that they're trying to advance here. Those overrides don't exist with your support. So keep it up, and I'll keep up my job. Thank you.
That was my senator, by the way. But anyway, we have another great senator, Senator Fowler.
Thank you so much. What a gorgeous day we have here today, huh? Isn't it amazing here in the Illinois State Capitol? Give yourselves all a huge round of applause for your initiative and everything that you're doing to spread the word on our Second Amendment rights that are being infringed upon. And as I look out at these signs, these amazing signs, we're not going away. Well, guess what? We're not going away either. We are not going away either. We're here for you. We're here for our Second Amendment rights. And we will continue to fight for you. And to have this huge crowd here today is just the kind of signal that we can need to continue to send to all the legislators that we are here in support of our Second Amendment rights. God bless each and every one of you being here. Don't stop. Keep talking to us. Keep engaged with us. And let's fight this good fight together. Thank you all very much. God bless you all.
Next, we have Senator Severson. Senator Severson, I think, has spoken at every IGOLD. He's our longtime veteran IGOLD speaker, and I welcome him, Senator Severson.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I had to come out here and make sure I said hi to all of you, and thank you for being here. Thank you for representing America. Thank you for representing common sense down here. sometimes it gets lonely, so it's great to get, it gets nice to get visited by real people. So we appreciate what you're doing. It does make a difference. As those who spoke before me have talked about, your being here makes an impact. It sends a message that we are not alone in our views. These are the views that common sense, normal Americans believe in, the right for law-abiding citizens to protect themselves and to own firearms. And as a state, we ought to be concentrating on getting tougher on those who are breaking the laws, not those who are defending the laws. It's unfortunate we do nothing. The bills that have been introduced this year, almost none of those have any effect on changing the crime rate or the problems we have here in Illinois. And until we start getting serious about addressing the criminals and holding criminals accountable for what they're doing, we're not going to make progress. So I appreciate the fact that we have some great legislators that understand that it's not you that are the problem, it's the criminals, and we need to be holding them accountable. We look forward to working with them on it. So thank you for being here. Hope to see you here next year and every year thereafter. God bless.
All right, next it's my pleasure to introduce Representative Monica Bristow. Monica is a Democrat from Southwest Illinois and a hardcore Second Amendment girl.
Thank you, and welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to see you out here. It's really exciting, and I am with you all the way. Everybody said everything else, and I'm with you all the way, so thanks for being here.
Okay, we have any other senators or representatives here to speak? Okay, now it's time to go to work. First, when you put your signs down, put the signs down over there. You can lay the flags down over there. We'll come by and pick them up. If it's an American flag, please lay it against a tree. Okay, there are several entrances here. There's this one. There's the Howlett building. There's the Stratton building you can go through to get into the building because we're probably going to overwhelm them. Make sure you don't have any knives, bludgeons, swords, grenades, bazookas, or grenade launchers with you. Okay. No, but anyway, now drop off your cards. Don't forget to drop off the governor's card because we need to thank the governor. You need to let everybody know. There's some fact sheets that I had laying there. I don't know if they all got used up or not, but it looked like they all disappeared. I'd like to remind you, when you talk to people, there's talking points in those sheets. Illinois gun owners, as of the 14th of February, will go through 914 million background checks. Okay? Every night, you go through a background check if you're a FOID card holder. If you're a concealed carry holder like me, I go through 2. Okay, I go get through an enhanced background check, which says, you know, you couldn't have been stopped with a .04 liquor level and a bunch of other stuff like that. So let them know. There are 2.3 million gun owners in this state. 2.3 million gun owners, most of which vote. We could become the biggest political party in the state, and I think we should. But anyway.
An important thing to note and to remind your politicians, when we passed concealed carry in Illinois, the FOID card number was down to 1.1 million. So it's more than doubled in the last few years. We're growing.
Okay. Technically, we're supposed to do that. Okay. But, yeah, we better, because this is a different level of okay. We have a candidate here for governor from the Libertarian Party who is a veteran. He'd like to say a couple words.
Just want to thank you guys so much for coming out here. My name is Cass Jackson. I'm a retired Navy veteran. I came out here today to IGOLD for one reason only, and it's what I'm holding right here in my left hand. It's for freedom. It's for exactly what we send 18 to 21-year-old young men overseas to die for. It's for exactly why our forefathers and our founding fathers fought to defend our freedoms and liberties, our natural God-given rights to protect ourselves, to protect our families against a tyrannical government. Let me tell you what I learned in 20 years of military service. The greatest threat to our Constitution and to our freedoms does not lie on a foreign shore. The greatest threat to your freedoms is in the pen of a legislator in that building right back there. I retired out of the Navy in 2016, And by God, whatever it takes, I'm going to fight to restore freedom in this state. If it's the last thing that I do, I will fight to restore freedom. Thank you guys for coming out, and thank you for giving me 2 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Okay, well, it's time to go, so let's start putting the signs over there. We will rally at the Rotunda at 3 o'clock. Whoa! Representative Long is here. We'll take time for Representative Long.
I will make this quick. I'll make it nice and short. What I tell all my friends in my district that are NRA supporters is if we take away the Second Amendment, we can't defend the rest of those freedoms that we share in the United States. And, you know, if we implement some of these pieces of legislation that has been brought up here in the State House, what happens is we allow them to get the camel's nose underneath that tent. And we can't do that, folks. I am a Second Amendment lifetime NRA member. I have acquired 3 concealed carries. I love to carry every chance I get. And because I know that our freedom depends upon that individual right to be able to carry. And as an A-Bait member of Starved Rock, I also believe that the right to be able to ride your motorcycle without a helmet would be taken away too. So thank you very much for everybody. I want to make this quick. I'm going to get to the House floor. I'm here to defend your right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's put the signs down and start heading into the building. I'll see you in the Rotunda about 3 o'clock.
You're watching the Illinois Channel, an independent nonprofit corporation formed to provide gavel-to-gavel coverage of Illinois state government and other public affairs events taking place across Illinois.